Say, man, y'all welcome back here to another video on No Sugar Coat Podcast. We back at it again. We good. We having a good time. The good vibes. Really, really good conversation we had in the last episode. Y'all got to meet this young lady here. She was great. I got to have her on every episode. I mean, anytime I can get her, she has to come. It's been a good time. My boy always in the building. He brought his wifey with him. It's always a good time to have her in the building.
I cannot with you.
Come on, let's bring all praise and honor to God.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Before we like to get started, what we going to do, Royal?
We got to give all praise and honor to God because he is the reason that we are here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
So today, guys, we're talking about should you or should you not keep secrets? Keep secrets with your partner. From your partner. Yeah, I lost it. Literally,
Keeping
it was
secrets
gone.
from your partner. Is it right or wrong?
Yes, I lost it. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
You think
Got it.
you think there's anything that you shouldn't share with your partner? Anything out of bounds?
Anything
To
off
a degree,
limits?
Yeah. Like you don't need to tell your man every time you get hit on. Like it's
Yeah.
a little excessive. Is at that point you're just trying to upset them, you know?
'Cause
Same
it-
thing.
it-
I don't need to hear every time a girl thought you were cute or said something to you, you know?
Yeah, because it would get pretty,
It's like, I know you're attractive. You know I'm attractive. Why you got to keep telling
But why
me
you got to
that
keep
people
reminding me that everybody trying to come for what I got?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's valid. That's valid. I mean, there's some things we take to the grave.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think everybody.
I know so.
I think everybody got something that nobody will not ever know.
And that's just how it should be.
That's
Not
just-
everything needs to be out there.
That's just respectable, right? I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't tell your partner like 85, 90% maybe, but 100%, I don't think anybody's ever going to
Yeah,
say.
like there's some things that need to be took to the grave. Like, yeah, that's your kid. Like,
That's your man.
you act like it don't happen every day.
You got kids that you hiding?
I ain't got no kids.
You should not.
That's where all
You
that
should-
money's been going lately.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, you shit out in them other states? Oh.
The plot thickens.
You are a truck driver.
So you got a whole nother family in a different state.
Oh.
Nah.
I heard them truck drivers be doing that.
Man, you be
You know what's
surprised.
funny? It's
say
funny
they going somewhere on the route. You
know what?
want to go
It's
be with the
funny.
wives.
I was talking to my boy Kensu, previously on the show. But anyways, we was talking the other day and we had this crazy idea of what if we had a movie where Kevin Hart was the best friend of a truck driver who owned a truck driving company, and he had 4 different families in 4 different states, and he died. And then when he died, Kevin Hart was at the funeral, and all 4 of the families come together. Now here's the
Plot
kicker.
twist.
Here's the kicker.
Sounds like a Tyler Perry.
Here's the
movie.
kicker. Kevin Hart was the best man at all 4 of the weddings.
I think it'd be interesting.
I don't know who you gonna sell it to. You gotta go tell somebody. I don't know if you're gonna get Kevin Hart to show up for it, but you gotta go sell it to somebody.
and
It
then
could be
half
on
the
Tubi.
movie is
Tubi
just
would
Kevin
buy it,
going.
you know?
Tubi will get you right. Do you hear me?
Look, half
that
the movie-
mediocre stuff they put out is ridiculous.
Half the
People
movie.
eat it up, boy. People eat it up, man.
Half the
They
movie
like
is
that
just gonna be
They
Kevin
like
Hart
it.
going, huh? What?
Acting so bad, it's ridiculous.
What?
Acting is like piss poor, and they be, oh my God, you watch this? I'm like,
But sometimes I do like that brain rot stuff.
Brain
Just something that you could literally have in the background, like you're watching it, but you don't care.
Final
You know what
Destination.
I mean?
I get that.
I like shows like that because there's shows that no, I need full attention. Don't look away. Need to watch every bit of it. There's other shows I could
The
care
Fall.
less, you know. But
The
I
Fall.
do just have it on. You know?
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
1, 4, 3.
How much should you tell your partner? Does it come with time when it comes to how much you should tell your partner? How much time before you start getting into those deep, dark things, or maybe some things that you kept behind or kept in? How long should it take?
I think over time, we naturally unlock more of our partner.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think think about it like the perspective of a video game. You are level 1 with your woman. Then over time you become a level 2, and you level up over time. And as you level up, you unlock more of
Abilities, more of your
Yeah,
wife.
more-
I see what you're
yeah.
trying to do.
yeah.
All right. Those who play video games. No, that was okay.
Level 75. I don't know of what game, but
Wow.
yeah. Could be a level 69, but we ain't gonna talk
He's
about
speaking. Ain't he speaking?
that. I've been speaking.
Being funny. look, oh, you think you been talking. Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
So what's the difference between talking and speaking?
Substance.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Came back with a quick.
Ooh.
She a quick draw, fam.
Ah.
She is a quick draw.
I need her here.
Yes, you do. Yeah. I don't know what took so long, but this is great. She keeps it in mind.
People have anxiety.
I've been doing that since
Well,
they
yeah, but
met.
she keeps.
anxiety.
I know, but I love that she keeps him in line because he had some. What were we talking about before we got on it? You looked at him like he was like, what?
He says a lot of
You
things, so I
talked
look at him
about,
like that.
I guess what you should bring to the table if he was with her if she was with you for the whole journey or something
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Get me started on that.
So what was that about?
Yeah,
I
Jordan.
think okay. So I think when a woman has came through the mud with you,
Okay.
there's a different type of relationship, a different level of bond that comes with it. So think about it from a perspective like going back to like a video game, right?
Okay.
You've leveled up with this character. You know, like let's say your woman's your partner. You started from the bottom of the game, right?
Yeah.
You a level 40, she a level 40 with you.
Okay.
Okay. If you a level 40 and you know this next chick wasn't with you, you a level 40, she a level 1.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So like she wasn't there to see you work through all the trials and tribulations. Like she missed that boat.
Okay, but let me ask you this. What if she's trying to work up to you to help elevate you and continue going and get past 40?
Y'all can elevate together, but it takes time. Like you can't skip steps. It takes time. Like how I put it to you like this. It takes time to build a relationship with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just skip past level 40. There's no cheat codes in love. There's no cheat codes.
I don't think you're talking about love here. You're talking about like financial stuff and like.
I'm not talking about necessarily. Well, I'm not just talking about finance. I'm talking about like when you have time in with somebody, your conversations are different.
Okay, he's talking about like, okay, so for instance, the time that you and Elle have.
Exactly.
Okay, the time that you and Elle have put in with each other, y'all can have different conversations than what Holly and Jeremiah can have.
Okay.
You know, because they've been together
But
a little
how
less
does that? See what he's trying to. I feel like what he's trying to say is that because I'm here and I met you and I'm already here and you weren't through it all with me, then you ain't shit, or like it's not meant to be.
No, it's not that you're not. It's not that you're not anything. It's that you don't have the same level of vesting. So like think about it like this. In my company, okay, we have 401k. Over the years, you get more vested in your 401k as the longer that you're with the company. So like 20% after like the first years, 40% second, you know what I'm saying? So it takes time to be invested in someone. You don't just become invested at the drop of a hat. That's something that comes with time.
Okay, but what does that have to do with her coming in and you're already
Because you weren't
into-
vested.
But how? If you never even met her in the first
How
place,
was she supposed to
There, like if she's
She not supposed to be. You weren't vested. That's my point.
Jordan.
That takes time.
What are you even talking about?
What
Do you know
what
you're
I'm
about?
talking about is
What is the purpose
she
of it?
she will never have the same level of investment that somebody would have if they would have stuck through it through the beginning. Is my point. Now she can grow with him still, but she's gonna grow with him from that point.
What if
Okay,
she's
She will
above
never
you?
be able to grow with him from the
What
bottom.
if
She's
she's, what if
above
she's
you.
above you trying to pull you up? And
You're at
what
a 5
happened
and
to
she's
the
at
what-
40.
It's
what
the same
happened-
thing, just gender flip.
What happened to the girl that made it to 40 with you? Where'd she go?
Yeah.
Like, where'd
It's
she go?
It's the same thing, but gender flipped.
Okay, but
Where
like she's
you're not
saying-
answering the
answer her
question,
question
though.
real
You're not
quick.
answering
Okay,
the
so
question.
what's the question?
Where did the girl that you made it to 40 go?
Yeah.
The girl that you started it one
been through
with
the
and
mud
went to
with you.
40, made it all the way up there, ran through the mud with you. Where'd she go?
I don't know. Maybe she died. Maybe you know.
So then why
who
does it
knows?
matter about the next person that comes along and them going through the mud with you?
That's what
if
I'm
they were not
saying.
there or could not be
If
there,
they
or
could-
you were with somebody else, why does that matter? if they're trying to gold dig and just take your money, then that is what it is. But to me, it doesn't matter if like she went through the mud with you or not. That's stupid. Again, your partner could die, and now you meet somebody else that loves you and supports you. But just because she doesn't make $100,000 like you, doesn't mean that she's a zero
She don't have
or
to
she
make
ain't nothing.
It's not about how much money she makes. It's about being a part of the journey. It's not about how much money. Listen, my woman don't make the kind of money that I make, but she's a part of the journey. And that's what's important.
Okay, but say
It's
y'all
that
get divorced.
time,
Say
that
y'all don't
vesting.
like each other 20 years down the line, and then you meet somebody else. Does she not matter because she didn't go through the struggle with you?
You talking about the new person?
Yes.
If the old person's still here, we still kicking it.
But
No,
say
she's
you
saying
don't
I'm
like each
not
other.
here. We got
Yeah,
a
like,
divorce.
say
We're
you
not
don't like
together
each
anymore.
other.
We got a
no more,
divorce?
I
that's
take
over.
this ring off and throw it at you and walk out this door.
When?
Oh my God.
You're
All right, we're
going
done.
to
Next
get
convo.
another woman.
Next convo. This is going nowhere.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I might. Okay, so as far as a relationship, I probably wouldn't because I mean, like, what would be the point?
So you telling me, Royal, you're not listening to what you're saying. You just,
yeah, I
you just
know.
be
He's
talking.
talking.
So you telling me you with, we can say Morgan, that's fine.
Because I
Whoever.
mean, if it's 20 years,
Let him finish.
Whoa. One sec. Let me build something for you. Which is what you're saying. If you get married to a woman and you with her for 30 years,
yes,
and she was with you from 0 to 100, whatever,
yes,
and y'all it's a divorce. Mm-hmm. Are you saying, out your mouth, this is based on what you're saying, you would not have a true relationship with another person?
no,
Because they wasn't with you on that
I
journey.
wouldn't desire to.
You wouldn't find love again. Because
I mean, I'm not saying- I'm not saying
wait. What if that person? But what if that person is like here with you though? Like, what if they have their level, you on your level, y'all are both pretty elevated, y'all both been through some journeys, just not together.
I heard what he said. He said he would not desire to go look for that. He's not out there looking for it, but if it comes, he'll take it. But he's not going
But
to
I'm not
for it.
Because I mean, it's like if I didn't had 30 years vested with someone else, okay, it's gonna be hard for me to come out of that and be like, okay, I want to do this again. I want to start all over.
But
with
what if
someone
y'all
else.
just ended mutually? Like, it wasn't no bad blood. Y'all just fell out of love with each other. You were on different paths in life. You want to do different things. You just aren't on the same level.
It sounds like a very painful existence to fall out of.
Stuff
No.
happens, my guy.
I'm so
Like,
serious
stuff
because I mean, like,
happens.
falling
Life is
out
not
of
linear.
love sounds painful.
It is.
No, but wait. At the end of the day, we're not talking about the literal words she's talking about. We're talking about the situation.
No,
Like,
I
she's trying to give you-
understand
she's
that.
trying to build you
but
up
but what I'm saying is, like, because of the situation, I'm not. Because I mean, it's like from 30 years down the line, our kids are grown. It's like, what value am I going to get from the next relationship? And then that's not to say that I wouldn't get value out of another relationship. But the question is, I would have to come at it from a completely different standpoint because it's not going to be about kids. It would have to be about something else.
See,
and I would have
Royal,
to figure that out.
You missing it. You think, God.
Let's just.
Jesus.
So what is your
wait,
outtake?
Okay,
walk
hold
me
on.
through what I'm missing.
No, it's not. So listen to me. If you invested that with 30 years into a person.
Yes.
And y'all have kids, y'all build a life, y'all build a foundation together, perfectly fine. Y'all ended on mutual things, right?
Okay, mutual
Mutually.
terms.
Why are you so caught up with what she brings and what she gives you?
It's not
what
even
if you
about
want
that.
that companion? You want that love? You want to spend your life with somebody? Because nobody wants to be alone.
No, nobody wants to be alone, but
What if-
nobody's entitled to anybody.
Who said that?
Nobody's saying entitled, but you can find love again. Nobody 30 years
But
in a marriage
I
want
can't
to go get out and go get
I
with somebody
can't-
else instantly. Nobody.
Well,
My
But
problem
if it
is I can't anticipate what that would look like for me 30,
You can't even
35
anticipate what
years
this
down the
relationship's going to look like in the next 5 years. That is so stupid. You make a plan and God laughs at you, to be honest.
Amen.
line. She's not wrong.
So it's kind of
Amen.
not stupid. I don't want to call your opinion stupid, but like it's kind of stupid that you are saying that because somebody didn't go through the struggle with you, that I honestly don't even know what you were trying to say. That's the point I was trying to get to is like, what does it matter that she didn't go through the struggle with you? Like, what's your point in saying that?
Okay, so
That's the confusing part.
My point in saying that was when you struggle with somebody, you grow with that person. When you go through those growing pains together, there is a certain level of strength that is earned in a relationship, and it's something that you can't bypass. There are no cheat codes to get to it. You have to actually go through it. You have to go through the hard part to earn the beautiful part of that relationship from that particular aspect. Because there is something beautiful about being able to triumph together, okay? Do you know how beautiful it would have been if on Titanic, Rose and Jack would have made it? They would have forever had something to say, hey, we went through this.
But
They would have had that shared experience, that shared struggle.
But just because you're
together.
trauma bonded doesn't mean you're gonna want to be together forever.
It's not trauma bonding.
You literally just gave an example of trauma
what
bonding.
it is.
They almost died in the middle of
y'all
the
went
ocean, and
through
now they're gonna be
something.
together forever because they almost died together. Like, what if they don't even like
It's
each
about
other?
going through the hard part so that you can enjoy the great part.
But what if you don't even have to go through a hard part? What if y'all are both doing so well in life? There is no hard part. Y'all just get to enjoy each other's company.
Everybody has their own hard part. Listen, everybody's hard part is different from somebody else's hard part, but everybody has a hard part.
Like your easy part could be my hard part.
Yeah.
You know, so, and vice versa.
Okay, so again, what was the point of this?
I don't know, but it was
I
a
know,
good conversation.
okay.
It was a great conversation.
Because there was no point.
I don't even know if it was on topic, but I love the topic.
But you don't even understand the topic. You can't even clarify why you're even talking about this topic. There was no thing. You're kind of just like speaking.
What I was
You're just saying a
clarifying,
sentence.
what I was
Or a statement.
okay, so this is what I was trying to say. There is a different level of appreciation that comes with going through the mud with somebody versus just starting on a high.
No, I agree with you on that one.
That was
I
my
agree with you on that.
that was the whole crux of my point.
Yeah, but you had very, very, very poor ways of explaining it.
Yeah.
And very detail
Like,
of like
yeah,
future
Trauma bonding.
No, I wasn't coming at it from a trauma bond. I was trying to find something that everybody could understand that I could link back to.
But you are
now,
kinda
of course,
trauma bonding
I
it.
could
You have to
understand
go
what
through
your
the struggle to get there.
perspective on
You,
that was from a trauma bond.
unintentionally trauma bonded the situation.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to. I
But
wasn't
it was
trying to come at it
that's
from.
what unintentional. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
They
You
should
gave
understand
an
what you're trying to
example
do.
of it.
You gave an example, but it definitely was.
So okay, so let me ask
I
you
mean,
this.
definition of trauma
So,
bonding.
how much of going through the mud with your partner is trauma bonding?
Depends.
It depends on what kind of. I mean, was you out selling dope with your partner? Was you living on the streets
It
with
don't
your
even
partner?
have to be about
Was you
selling
not?
dope.
Banging.
It
I mean,
can just
but it can
about-
be. But I'm giving you like
That's the
hardship
thing, it's like the
examples. Like it's just it's so many
Better
situations
than
that
Titanic, you know.
could.
Sorry, more
There's
real
so
life.
many things that can happen where you homeless with your partner that you not have a pot to piss in or to throw it out. You understand what I'm
Living
saying?
with the roaches with
was
your
you living
partner.
with the roaches? Was you living in the car with your partner?
Ooh, living in the car.
You know them
And
struggles.
some people don't even want to go through that struggle. As soon as it gets hard, they're out.
Yep.
Well,
There's
that's what
some
I'm
people-
saying. So if somebody is willing to leave as soon as something gets hard, that's a sign that they were not as invested.
Yeah, but they also
Well,
have the right to say, "Hey,
They
this
do
is too
have the
much for
right.
me."
You're absolutely right.
They have the
can
right
do
to say it's
same
too
thing.
much to
Hey,
me.
girl, like I love you and I see the future we could have, but you got way too much shit in your plate and in your life. I can't personally take that on right now. Maybe in the future, once everything kind of sells out, we could go from there. He shouldn't be in the wrong for wanting to do that.
It
So-
takes a
so-
mature
so you
person
wanna-
to do
so-
that. That's
so-
all. That's respect. It takes a mature person to do it.
See, but here's the thing though. So, are you saying that if I go through a bad patch and you decide to leave and then I get myself together later, it's a good thing for you to come back?
See, no.
That's choice.
No, see, at the end of the day, you know, they say good things come to those who wait. And maybe it just wasn't your season with that person. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe it was meant for y'all to grow together apart. Don't get me going. See, at the end of the day,
Grow
sometimes
together apart. Explain that
sometimes
to
you
me.
might have to be apart from your partner to be able to uplift yourself or uplift each other, and then y'all come back together. Like, let's say for instance, just like of your example, she had too much going on and he had it somewhat together. They might have had to come apart for her to get there,
Yeah.
and they come back together and they flourish. Come on now. Won't, and he'll do that for you. You understand what I'm saying?
And some people-
You know how I understand it?
Yeah.
Because
wanna
it
know
happened. Because it happened with y'all.
Because we went through it.
Exactly. Right. Sometimes you have to spend. You grew and she grew when y'all went together. Come on now, y'all.
And now what we doing? We
Come
growing
on.
together.
And now y'all growing together, trying to build a
But I see
foundation.
what he's saying. I think where he's come from is more like maybe like sugar mama, or not sugar mama, but like women that are trying to abuse the men, like for
Okay.
finances
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, why would you want to let that person back in? Now you're doing good. Now you want to come live off of me?
Right.
I can
100%.
see that. So
Right.
Right,
100%.
and that's what I was trying
I
to
know.
get
I
at.
see. I see.
No, that's 100. You let her fly like the roach. She give the roaches. You can go about her business. She can go about her business. You're not gonna go dig off me and take my money.
Right.
So
Some
sorry.
people like that. They like to be the Captain Save-A-Ho, you know?
I think it gives them control.
It gives them that
gives
like
them-
ego boost.
You did that because of me.
Yeah.
That
I take
power.
care of you.
I
You
take care of
gotta
you.
listen to me.
Ain't
You
no
gotta
way in
respect
hell.
me.
You
You gotta
got
do what I say.
like you a
now.
pet.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't like that. Like I
You can talk
would
to my
want my
cats
man to
that
take
way,
care of
not
me,
me.
but I
First
don't
of all-
want controlling.
First of
Right.
Like, I don't want you
First of
taking
all,
care of me, and now you think you tell me what to
laser
eat,
beams.
when to eat, how to do it, when to do this. You know. So I like having my own finances.
Yep.
You know? Do
Me
my own
too.
thing,
Do your own
respect each
thing.
other. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money. Don't tell me.
You
what
know,
to
do
with
mine.
But we will like, hey, I don't think you should spend $500 on this stupid.
We
thing
do
right
got to
now.
come
You know?
together
Yeah,
and
you
talk.
know.
Because in the end of the day, we got to build a future together,
Yeah.
right? Me and my
That's a
girl.
goal, too.
What was we on the podcast talking about it? Or what? I don't know. We were talking about. I don't know. But we were talking about maybe the decision right now might not be the best for the future.
Yes.
Yeah, I can afford that $6,000 car, but I want a house in 2 years.
Discipline.
That $6,000 car
Discipline.
going
It's
discipline.
money.
That $6,000
That's
car
my word of
going
the
to
year.
stop me
It's
from.
money
Yeah.
discipline.
It's
Well,
discipline.
discipline's in
Financial
all-
discipline.
Discipline in every
In general.
situation.
In general.
Because you
Yeah.
can be financially disciplined, but still be doing dumb stuff that is hurting you. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
I'm gonna make that my
Like
word this year too.
It's a good word
$1,000
to
on
have.
That
fast
is.
food.
I mean, but you know, that's something that's you just don't see it. That's the problem with spending money every day like that. You don't see it to the end of the month.
Well, it's because
Oh, you don't
it's
wanna
small.
see it. It's
But
small.
It's the small stuff that add up quick.
small stuff that add up quick. Small stuff that. Well, guys, look, at the end of the day, I'm loving this conversation. Let's keep it rolling because we definitely the topic we introduced segue into something else. I don't know how we gonna the fun of a podcast. I guess you could say.
Well, the only reason why we started talking about that was because you brought up
Yep.
what we said before the podcast, you know. So
And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna 15 minutes long. I didn't know,
Well.
that always happens.
but we love it. It was great content. It was good because the people are gonna eat that up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna eat that up. I love that. That's great. I don't. The
You
topic.
looking confused.
Should you keep secrets from your partner? I think.
Is it right or wrong? I feel like we all have said that we agree. There's some things that you just take to the grave, but you know, out of respect for
There's
your
being
partner.
too honest, and then there's being
But see-
not honest enough. You know?
But see, here's the thing.
It's a very fine line,
But when
though.
you are vested with your
Amen.
partner, when you are vested with your partner, some of those secrets tend to open up.
You better see now. You did that. You came together. He merged that pretty well. You got to give it to him. That was.
I see.
You got to give him credit. That was pretty.
Something for that.
That was pretty good.
Something for that. Hold on. Boom, boom. Wiggle the finger. Wiggle the finger.
Yeah, pretty good. That was pretty good. He came in with that one. That was okay.
You know I gotta come back in cold.
But you know, what do you feel about, you know, is it ever such thing as being too honest with your partner?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Right?
I feel like I can be too honest
Sorry.
sometimes.
what's your thoughts on like therapy when it comes to that? What's,
I
believe
feel
in
like
that shit
we're going
strongly.
to go, two different
Strongly.
ways.
I'm
yeah.
in therapy right now. and
Let's let you go first.
therapy is a big thing. Everybody has their issues, and sometimes we put it on each other. Like I do it to my man. Sometimes I
Yeah.
take my past traumas and I'm putting it on to him, and he's like, "Whoa, wait! Like, why are you coming at me left field now?"
Okay.
And I sit there and I take it in. I'm like, "Damn, it was like a trigger, a response." You know, I react instead of respond sometimes, and that's all learning how my brain works, learning how to control my emotions. Like, and I think couples therapy is really big. I've been trying to get my man to go because we might not have issues, but it can prevent issues and it can further us in growing. It's an investment, you know, you're investing in yourself. You're learning more about your partner because everybody responds to things differently.
Sounds like preventative maintenance.
another episode. That's all.
See, we was talking
That's
about the healthcare industry on a previous episode.
We was.
It was talking about preventative maintenance,
That
and
is-
that's what that sounds like.
That is
to me.
great.
That
That is great. Hopefully,
preventative.
people actually receive what you said and actually take that in and do something with it.
No,
That's really good.
Therapy is not for everybody, you know.
It's
saying
But
not.
some
like
people,
every-
whoever
It's
it's
not
for, I
right.
hope that people that were scared about it, hopefully they see you and I can do this.
I wish also people would just talk more. Like
Yeah.
we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
you know, like I feel like the world doesn't communicate enough. We can't agree to disagree
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, you know.
No
Can't
confrontation.
yeah, you can't have conversations. One thing about me that like people love is that they can just open up with me and we can talk about anything. I'm not going to judge you. We can literally have a conversation about anything from you know how you feel deep down, those sad dark emotions, to all the good things. And I'm going to sit there and
Any
listen
and
to you
everything.
because everybody deserves to get that stuff off their chest. And you
Yeah.
learn a lot about people, and you learn a lot about yourself just having conversations with people and you just seeing their perspective of things. And it'll make you walk maybe 2 steps in their shoes. You might not do a whole mile, but you at least get 2 steps in their shoes to see a different side of things.
So, is it wise for your partner to be your therapist?
No.
Well, that's a good question, but you said you was on 2 totally different spectrums with therapy, so I want her to share her
Go ahead, go
ideas
ahead.
before
There-
but remember that question.
Yeah.
But definitely,
But now thinking therapy,
Ooh.
I went to therapy when I was young.
okay.
It was not good at all. They did all the talking, it was literally just paying for me to sit there and listen to the lady talk. So I think I would like to reassess therapy because of
Well, every
I'm
therapist
older
is
now and
different.
every therapist is different, and this was a CPS given therapist.
You just had a
so
bad experience.
It was a
Yeah.
bad experience, you know. So also for the people out there can be good experiences and bad experiences. You just, don't
give
let a
up.
bad experience not let you continue going.
You definitely got to have a good therapist, and you got to be comfortable with your therapist. When we talk about your next question, I talked about boundaries. One day I do want to go to therapy, and hopefully I find a good therapist and I find someone that I'm comfortable with, not just talking to anybody, somebody that really can give me some value and listen to me, and maybe have walked a couple, steps in my shoes. So
I have a
I like it.
question. Do you think a bartender could be a therapist?
They are.
yeah, you know what? Something about, I don't know if it's the alcohol or the atmosphere, or just somebody you don't know, or maybe you do know them over time.
Yeah.
Like she said, she spoke truth. Even if it's not a board certified therapist, you still getting that off your chest. You got to talk about it, or it will fester in your mind and eat you alive. It
Like
really
you
will.
can talk to your partner about stuff, but they shouldn't be your sounding board for everything that's going on. And you might be needing to talk to somebody about y'all situation or something that's upsetting you about them, and they're frustrating you, and you want to understand it better and respond better to it. So you talk to somebody else.
Or
you know?
sometimes it's just girl talk or
Yeah.
guy
Yeah,
talk,
yeah.
like you real
Us
life
girls do that
need
a
the
lot.
other side. Like, it's like, okay, so this happened to me. Has this ever happened to you? Is this normal? Like,
And
You
then
need
also-
that.
you need it.
You know what I think it is? I think it's about providing a release.
You do need that. You have to.
It's like relieving a pressure valve.
But
Yeah.
you can't do that to your friends and your loved ones. You know what I mean? They can't just take all your crap. That's not fair to nobody.
Because you're
Not
putting
fair to
that
nobody.
pressure on them.
And
Just
like it's
to-
cool to talk to people and like be open with each other, but like to a degree you gotta boundaries.
To a degree, you got to create that boundary, just like
Yes.
with the question. Go ahead and ask your question so we can dive into that a little more.
Do you think it's wise for your partner to be your therapist?
No,
More.
not at all.
Is it because of that pressure?
It's because of the boundary you have to have with your therapist. Your therapist, it's a good thing that they don't know you from your day-to-day life. They only know what you tell them and what they see they get from you. That's the value when it comes to therapy. I feel like it's too personable when your partner is your therapist because they see you in a total different light than your therapist does.
And they see
Is-
you
is
on
it
a
because of their
day-to-day
bias?
basis.
It's too much bias.
That
The
too.
boundary is gone. There's not a wall there. With your therapist, there's a wall. Whatever you don't want your therapist to know, your therapist won't know.
Yeah, but also it's their perspective is going to be different. So your partner might not judge you, but like view you differently because you opened up about something instead of talking to somebody else. And maybe that should just be kept to yourself because
Yeah.
not everything's meant to be told.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
So in
Sometimes
other words, there
your
are
journey-
some secrets you need to keep.
Some secrets you need to keep. Your journey is your journey, and sometimes you can be together with an individual, but you can also grow. Right? You can have different paths when it comes to growth. Her path might be going to therapy and working on herself to be better for him. His path might be figuring himself out on his own in his own way,
And then growing back
and
together.
then growing together. Right? Everybody has their own journey. It just depends if you want to walk it together with somebody.
I used to be very against therapy. like really, really, really against it. But the older I got, the more conversations I had, I was like, damn, we need therapy.
Yeah.
We need therapy. More
Yeah.
people should talk about it,
Yeah.
and people don't.
Yeah, mental health is very hush hush, don't talk. Like,
Yep.
if you even speak about certain things, people will look at you like you're crazy and judge you, and you're just like, why did I even open up in the first place?
Or they don't believe you.
And they tell you like, oh, talk to me, be open, and like,
Or
I-
they gaslight.
Or they gaslight you.
yeah. So, yeah,
I think for me, it's the barrier of it's the effort of going to go find one and go talk to one. I don't want to do teletherapist.
that's how I do mine.
I don't want to talk on the phone.
It's kind of like FaceTiming your bestie.
I don't want to. I don't. I
FaceTime
want to go
your
sit in that seat we see on the movies and. Yes.
Those are the ones where they talk. They talk to you. They're picking your brain. That's what I did. I laid in the chair.
I'm
But
not
I
being
like
lit,
that.
but
I
I'm
like
not
when you
being.
pick my brain because it's easier for me to communicate that way if you give me stuff to talk about. If you just
Yeah.
tell me, hey, speak about something, I'll sit here and be
I'll
like,
sit here and be like,
damn, what to speak about? You give me a prompter or something, I could talk.
A start.
Yes.
And I'm not saying literal. I'm just thinking in a situation. I want to be in an office space with a
I thought that
therapist,
too.
and I want to be able to talk. And you see that. You get those. You just get that energy. It's different than this. It's different.
Yeah.
I not shaming
No,
what
no,
you
no,
got
no.
going on, but
I had no choice. It was
I,
just
I
what it
get
was,
that. I
you know?
respect it. But if me and you were, if I was your therapist, you were sitting right here, I was sitting right here, we had to be a totally different type of conversation if it was in person versus on the phone.
Well, also how long it is. Like mine are 45 minutes. That ain't long enough.
Nope.
Because by the time we're getting into anything, it's
time to.
Time to stop.
See
And
you
you're
next
like-
time.
Dude, and I'm like, I didn't even get to talk about nothing I want to talk about. I still feel like crap right now.
Yep.
Like,
Perfect amount of time to get you to come back.
Yeah.
That's the sad part because that's a business and everything. That's the sad part of it.
They're
It's a
literally
perfect amount of time to
reeling
get you to
in.
want that next session. And although a lot of companies provide it for free or whatnot, if you have good
Yeah.
benefits and health insurance, if you're a responsible adult, you can have those things provided to you for free.
my job does like the free version,
Yeah.
but like mine, I
Y'all
actually went
both
to like a
work at
therapist.
Walmart.
You know?
What happened? Sorry.
I said y'all both work at Walmart.
Yeah, we do.
So she know. I forgot. So she know.
You want those?
I'm so
Blue
sick
Cross
of.
Blue Shield.
I'm so sick of. I'm so sick of that. Doctors on demand. I'm like, oh god.
You know what I think?
What,
is
are you a
Paying
regular? Are
everything
you a
out of
regular
pocket.
associate or a manager?
No, I'm regular associate.
I'm a manager.
I work at the warehouse though.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Did y'all get AC in your warehouse? Which one you work in? AC.
It's temperature controlled.
No, that's not bad. So you're not living too bad up there, right? It's okay.
No, I pick up heavy crap, every day. I work hard for my money.
Are you a packer? Like which one do you do?
I'm a picker. So
You
I
a
drive
picker.
around. We do things called teams. So
Yep.
like big couches, heavy stuff that you do with another person,
Mm-hmm.
100 plus pounds, all day, 10 hours to 12 hours, depending on the shift. But I get 4 days, 3 days off.
Yeah, that's the
Enjoy
bit,
it.
and it's good
I make
money.
good money,
I mean,
yeah.
I think some of them making $30 an hour in their warehouse. That's so cool.
Yeah.
But is it still 2 20-minute breaks? Or did they change it?
Depends. If you work the 12-hour shift, it's $2.25, and then if you work a 10-hour shift, it's a 20 and a 25.
That is insane. I couldn't do it. I
What?
commend you.
Well,
Because
I
I
work
got to
hard for
swallow
my
my
money.
food. I would have to swallow, and I couldn't even imagine.
Pause.
You get better about it. Like
get
we have
used
a
to
little
it.
warmer, so if I bring my leftovers, I could throw it in there an hour or so before it'll be hot. I could just grab, go out to the car, sit down, eat, chill for a minute.
I respect you. I really do. I had a friend that I went to college with. She did it, and I was like,
It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. Like you get used to it, but you work hard for your money.
you do. I walked in the warehouse. We had training in the warehouse, and I walked through that huge. I'm talking when I tell y'all huge to get to the each side is like
A fat minute.
you
Yeah, no.
you couldn't catch me in there. Now Walmart was like, I pay you $32
But we
an
drive
hour.
Machines, so
Well, and then some of them drive machines. Some of them they actually
Walk.
sit up. They walk. But if
The little
Walmart was like, I
car.
pay you $32 an hour, I'd be in that warehouse in a heartbeat.
13.
32.
Oh, yeah. We got
I'd
people
be in
making
that.
that much.
I would be in that
I was
warehouse.
making so much money over overtime.
Boy, that
I
OT
couldn't even
it.
complain. I
Oh.
was like,
$32
I'm
an
working.
hour?
We're
I
doing
would
5
quit my job
hours.
right now.
Yeah, I try to put
But the
y'all
warehouse
on.
is always hiring. Don't talk like that. She'll get you in the door
I've
quick.
been.
I
Do you
know.
hear me?
I done tried.
know.
I
The
tried to
warehouse.
put everybody on.
Do you
I
want to
didn't
work?
have a good car then. Now I have
Okay.
a good car.
Well,
but it's a different
Excuses.
Sound like
situation.
excuses.
I had a car.
She could have got you to work every day.
You were gonna
I
come pick me up?
tried to put Dilly on. I put my siblings on. I put everybody on.
'Cause that's
Y'all
money.
Just don't make that motivation to like apply.
I did apply.
Did you call?
I did. You told me to call and I called. And you
And
sent me
what'd
the
it say?
number.
And what'd you say?
That you actually
I said,
wanted
"Hi, I
though.
applied a couple weeks ago. I was wondering if y'all were still hiring.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
she said, yeah, we are. Let me pull your application. And then she pulled my application and said, okay, I have it right here on my desk. I'm going to just give it to my higher up and they should call you back tomorrow. If you don't hear anything by Wednesday, please call us back. Call back Wednesday. No answer.
We hired 150 new people. So
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know what my experience was with it.
yeah.
I mean,
was not
sometimes I respect. As me as a manager, some people do slip between the cracks.
That's why I harass.
You
I
do
need
gotta
to pay my
harass.
bills,
I don't
You
want-
gotta be annoying. I've
I'ma
had
be
some
honest with you, you
associates
gotta
to get
be
hired,
annoying.
and they are
That's what I
annoying.
tell
I'm like,
everybody.
let me get you through the door because I'm sick of it.
Give me attitude all you
Annoying.
want.
I'm
I
sick
want my
of-
bills paid. I want that money.
You gotta
I want
be
that job bad
annoying.
enough.
Now I
Okay,
respect that.
okay, I hear you, I
Walmart,
hear you.
Walmart, real for real.
Especially like
hear
when
you.
you make the money we make, you need to you just do it. You know what I mean? Like I have grown men that can't do my job. Dead ass. Cannot do my job. They complain, they cry, the whole time like
Not the,
baby step it up. Like what you doing? You're supposed to be a grown man, no offense, like not to be sexist or anything, but like my little 5'2" having ass can do this and you can't. Like it took practice, but come on, you're being a crybaby, you know? Like don't want to pick up some boxes, don't want to do this like simple ass job, but you're making good money. You want your bills paid, right? Come to work. Pick up them boxes, you do what you're supposed to. Simple as that. And I hate complainers. I hate crybabies.
Girl power.
I'm a crybaby.
Don't be a crybaby. You gotta pay your bills. To be honest, I don't want to depend on a man, so I work for my money. I do what I'm supposed to. 401k, I make sure I do what I'm supposed to. Simple as that. Do better.
She's the mom of the friend
Yo,
group.
touch it. Hey, what is your man? What does he do? What is your?
Warehouse work too. He
Wow.
used to work with me, but now he just works at another one out here in Dallas.
Boy, y'all some Hebrew slave.
Works in Dallas.
Nothing.
What?
Y'all some slave, but God.
But like,
That's like, ooh, wee. No
just
offense,
work
but that's
hard.
like hard. Wait, so look, at the end of the day, I'm not talking about you or nothing like that. I'm just saying that can't be what you want to do for,
no.
like,
But
there
it's
gotta
a
be a
stepping
job.
stone.
It's a stepping stone because there's no way that
But
took,
I don't know what I
that
want
toll
for
on
my
your
future.
body. Oh, you don't know yet? You don't
I
know
have,
yet?
No, I
No
don't
idea?
have a clue. Right now, I'm just trying to do better. You know, every day, just get to where I need to be because no excuses. Like I did not have an easy upbringing. I started from the bottom. Like we were dirt poor.
Hey,
like,
I respect
Amen.
it. I respect
so
it. I
every
understand.
little thing me and my man have done together is like we've
Real.
busted our ass. He worked 2 jobs. I had a job just to pay bills and get by and make sure we were okay. Like we really worked hard and like getting to that point, we have ups and then we have our downs and then we have our ups. You know,
You have your downs. That's
It
life.
just- yeah, like
That's building
you
together.
never know what's gonna happen. Like he got put in the hospital and stuff at one point and like lost his job, so I had to make sure.
What are you
to
supposed
work
to
really
do?
Hard.
What do you do? Lose the
Yeah.
house or stop
No,
paying
she
bills?
started working
You
harder.
have to work hard. We talked about this on the podcast. You have to work harder. There's some women that are getting leave.
Yeah.
Run and leave.
But that's why I just try my best.
When you were sick,
I don't
did I
want to
run
do this
and leave?
forever. I have dreams. I just don't know what they are yet.
What's your passion? You have any passions?
Not really. Like there's things I want to do, but I allow my like overthinking or
To stop.
though
Like hair
I
and
can't think of the
makeup
word.
would
You
be
know.
good for you.
No, I don't want to do that.
On other people.
Hair and makeup.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry.
She made that look
I'm
like,
sorry.
oh, I
I'm
can't
sorry.
do
That
that.
is not gonna pay my bills the way I want them paid.
I
You know.
understand.
You'll be surprised.
Like-
if you get up there in the right places and know the right people, this woman, I kid you not, I think this is girl. I went to a funeral, sad, I know. But this girl paid $1,000 to get her hair dreaded.
Girl. Yeah, my man was gonna get his dreads and
But she got like, it was like little bitty baby. I
Oh,
think it's
the
a name.
micros?
It's
The
a
micros
name
cost
for
more.
him, and they last for the rest of her life if she take
Yeah,
care of them or
micro
whatever.
braids.
But that costs $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a lot of time, but think about that at one time. Her, I'm telling you, as much. I know you don't. I get it. Interacting with people in that
and,
that
like,
level.
My hands aren't gonna be able to do that forever.
Nope.
I have bad like genes. I'm gonna have arthritis by a young age. We already know this. Talk
I
to the
respect
doctor.
it.
So like I braid my man's hair. I do his hair. I
Oh,
could not
wow.
do that like
For the rest of your
For
life.
a
or just
living,
like
yeah.
all the time.
For
or, you know
everyone
what I
else.
My
mean?
girl braid my hair, and when I say she be, it be
And he has
hurting.
long hair, like long hair.
Wow.
Thick long hair. So he likes braids all the way down. He likes them kind of small. So it takes the time. You
It
know?
takes, that takes time.
I'm like in there for 4 or 5 hours sometimes, depending on the breaks. You know. That's love.
Kudos, that's
about
love.
love.
Kudos
That's
to you,
love.
because she spends that much time. Yeah, that's how much time it takes.
Going through the hard part.
Yeah, that's respect. That's respect. Well, I hope you do find what you want to do one day.
Yeah.
I hope someday.
Me
'Cause
too. I've wanted to go to college because Walmart pays for it. So, but it's just finding that thing. I thought about just going for business, just to have that knowledge.
well, you know, I have my bachelor's degree in business, so.
Well, do you think it's worth it?
He said,
Point.
All he said was,
And that's the hard part. Everybody's like, go to college, and I'm like,
Look,
for
I'm
what?
be real with you. You know, you can go, you can set yourself apart, you can have that degree, but you really have to work hard to do something with a degree like that because business. I love my business degree, and I'm thankful that I have it, and I went through that experience too. I can say I have a degree. It's a good thing. In my book, it's a good thing.
it's a great thing.
But it's hard. If you're not in STEM, law, getting out of college in certain fields is like,
Yeah. I feel like the only thing that's really booming is like IT and stuff. And I don't care for computers. You know?
I mean, cybersecurity. I kid you not. It's people I work with at the job. They come from Cameroon and Africa and across the world, and everybody's in IT. Everybody's in something technology that tells you something. If it's not your passion, of course, don't be miserable at your job and go
I don't
do
want to
it.
just make money to make money.
But I would definitely say if you do like business, you can find a niche within business that might benefit you. I love business, and I want to create a business, right? My podcast, my podcast, and other things that I want to do outside of that. And hopefully one day I want to be a consultant and have enough money and be like a Shark Tank, right? A shark, and help people create their own businesses. That's what I
This is
want to do.
something I would want to do.
That's my
like
goal.
Get my homegirls on there, but like finding y'all to actually want to have those conversations and do all that stuff. Like that'd be something so cool. Like I want to be a TikToker so bad, but like I don't feel like I
Yeah,
have
we
a
got TikTok
life that's
back.
interesting enough to even talk about it. You know what
Let's
I mean?
do it. You'd be surprised. There's people that have way less stuff going on that's out there
Yeah.
soaring.
you walking your dogs is, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
but I
ahead and
also
just
don't
walk
want to
your
be one
dogs
of
on
those
TikTok.
females with a tripod everywhere and like, you know, looking dumb.
Don't worry about the perception
Don't worry
of other
about how
people.
you look.
Don't worry about how
I
you look.
know, but
It's your
still
overthinking.
something,
It's still
you
something
know.
in your mind.
Yeah.
I think you'll
Overthinking.
get past. I mean, like I said, we're here. The podcast is here. Come and talk to us. Invite your friends. I love to have good conversations. You don't even have to always be on camera.
Yeah.
I remember when I was overthinking.
Oh, we all been there. My girl, she overthinks, and I help her out. And if I overthink, she helps me out. We all get
I'm
there.
scared to make the wrong decision and fail, even though I know failure is the best learning lesson.
You have to.
Yeah.
Analysis. What did I tell you? You can't skip steps.
You have to. I'm so scared to. At some point, I was going to get over it, but I'm not going to say I hate my job, but my job is getting to the point to where I need to do something.
We hate our job. It's okay.
I need to do something new,
Yeah.
right? I need to do something different. I need to get out there, and I think I got to get to that breaking point of just saying, you know what, I'm gonna let God handle it because I can't do this anymore. I need
That's
some
why I
freedom.
gave up on
I need some
trying.
freedom because sometimes I make good money. Yeah, the job it's not necessarily hard, but sometimes you just want something new, especially when you have a degree.
When do you get the itch? Like, how long do you work for a job and then you're like, oh, I can't do it no more? 'Cause I have like a 2-year itch.
Mine's
I'm
about-
like ready
yeah.
to get out of there.
Mine's
I don't
about
want to
3
see another
years.
person. I don't want to walk into that building. I don't want nothing.
The problem with me is childhood, I was so deeply rooted on. My mama didn't even call me if I was at work. Work was so important. Work was ingrained in you. You're going to go to work and work for what you want in life. So me quitting a job or just leaving something that's not even in my anatomy to do. Before I met my girlfriend, I was working 50, 60 hours a week. Now I'm working 40, 45.
Yeah.
That's how much of a difference she's made in my life, how much she's changed me. I was so work. I'm building for the future, but I'm not worried about right now.
Yeah. I did a lot
So
of burnout.
it's for me, it's like I got to find that. It's got to be a moment where I can just step away and just be like, you know what? But I think a part of it's scared to fail. I got to pay my bills.
That too, you know.
I got a car note.
Yeah,
And
I know that.
And that car note, I'm not saying that's the only reason why, but that car note, I love what I drive and how I got it and just me building up to get to that part. And I just can't see myself on a tow truck getting repossessed. I can't even do it. I'm at the point where I work there just until I pay that off because I can't imagine.
I always give myself that, and then you're there forever, you know.
That's the problem. I've been in Walmart 7 years.
Yeah. I've been there for 4, so I'm right there with you.
I've been in my company for 6.5.
You just
Past
like,
your itch.
Oh, yeah, but you should have seen me last year. I thought I was going to lose my mind. I
I-
could
Yeah.
not
I know.
stand them people.
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
you get that
She was
itch.
ready to
Don't
fight
talk to
somebody.
me,
You
like-
get that itch and it goes away. And she's a regular, no offense, but she's a regular associate. Imagine being a manager. I deal
They
with
want me
100
to.
people in my
They
department.
want her to be.
Yeah, they want me to be manager, but I just don't want that, like,
good. Hey.
Hey.
And it's gonna keep me there for longer, and that's what I fear
But
too.
it can be a stepping stone, and I get you because I feel the same way. I can go be the next level and go make better money, but I'm like,
Because I've been a manager before. I
don't
don't
want
like
to be
having
stuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you like Royal,
and-
like you. Like think about it. We've talked about it, bro.
Yeah.
You make the money you making in truck driving.
Yes.
And when I said, bro, at some point you got to come home, you got to build a family, this and that. What did
Right.
you talk about? I just can't go make the same money I make, and that's what it
It's
gets
the
you
golden
stuck.
handcuffs.
It gets you stuck. It's like, man, I'm in this rock between a hard place. I'm dealing with this double-edged sword, and I'm like, well, what decision do I make? Do I go somewhere with
like, do you
better
value your
work-life
time
balance, with more time but make less money? Or do I go make this bread
Yeah.
and build for a better life but don't have that time?
Yeah.
That balance is so hard to find. But people that got that balance is a blessing.
That's why I like my
I
4 days on, 3 days off.
I
That
tell-
right
I
there
tell
gives
my
me
best
enough
friend.
balance.
That's convenience. It's about balance. Because it's another topic we're going to talk about. Why do we work 5 days to get 2? Because 2 days off, one day is recuperating. The second day is appointments, cleaning, preparing for the next week. You're always busy.
But if you have Saturday, Sunday off, you can't do doctor's appointments that day. You can't do much that day
Yeah.
other than like, chores, food, stuff like that. Any like actual errands that you would have to run. That's all kind of weekdays.
It's weekday. It's if you have Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday off. Some
I'm
jobs.
blessed. I'm Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday I do all my appointments on Monday.
got
I
it.
do all of it. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. That's.
Why do you
don't-
think I've been there for so long? And
That's
I-
how. That's how they
it's hard to
keep you.
leave, Yeah.
That's how they keep you.
Them
And then if I
handcuffs,
want
them
to work
golden
overtime, I
handcuffs.
could work overtime. Like, I'd rather do 10, 12 hours and get that done in 3 to 4 days
Yep.
than do 8 hours. So sorry. Just keep me there for a
If
little longer.
Walmart allowed me to do 10-hour shifts, I'd do it in a
yeah.
heartbeat. They won't do it.
The stores, yeah.
The stores won't do it. If I could work 4 10s, oh,
But, like, I had a homegirl. She worked 2 12s, because she had to, like, work less than 24 hours or
Yeah.
whatever it is in the work week.
requirements. I get
Yeah.
that. As a manager, it just they won't let me do it because I would thrive.
Are you salary or hourly?
I'm hourly.
Oh.
They won't let me. They
See,
won't let you do it.
My warehouse and managers, their salary.
Yeah, our warehouse managers are salary.
Yeah.
And when I went, I asked the same questions. I was like, man, I
They
wouldn't
make
mind.
Go
Oh yeah, they make
money.
talk about bread. And the job ain't that. I'm telling you, I don't know about their job, but the job ain't even that hard.
Oh, yeah, being a manager, that shit is so easy. They just sit there and
Telling you, we work at at the end of the day, she work at a warehouse, but we work at a grocery store. I told my girls the other day, we have eggs. Why are we making this job so difficult? Why is it so hard, right? Like, the job is cake, man. I'm not going to lie, but it's like, man, I know I could be doing more. I know I could be happier. I know I could be making a difference or impact.
some type of way when
It
you
makes
think
you
about
feel
it.
some type of way. And people are like, well, almost a good company. And I'm like, yeah, but when you've been there for so long, it's like, I don't know.
It becomes regular.
I try to be humble.
Becomes
and I try
regular.
Not to,
I mean, I'm very blessed. I love my job. I make decent money. It's like at some point you want to grow, you want to elevate, you want to do something new. I wish Walmart had different avenues other than just a manager, than that manager.
They
Do
say
something
they
outside
do.
the store. Get more involved with the community. Give me another special job that you won't take away in a year, and then I'm fending for a job within Walmart. Because that's what
awesome,
happens. They
yeah.
give you special jobs. They give you these special departments, and then before you know it, you fending for a job. You in
So,
limbo.
We had an issue. They were closing warehouses around our area, and this one lady, she just got to become manager, and they made the decision to close down the warehouse. She lost her position and had to go back to being just an hourly associate.
Could you imagine?
I would
I would be.
spaz out too much.
I'd be done.
Yeah, I'd probably crash.
I'm
out.
going to
I'm
have to.
crushing
But
out.
I'm going to have to
also-
move out. I'm going to. But if you're struggling, if you ain't got the money, if you need to break that bread,
Yeah.
what do? Do you take that sacrifice?
That's the sad part too. Is we know they don't care about us at all, but we still go in and do whatever we have to for them.
They tell you to tell associates you're replaceable. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you know how just demeaning that is.
We had somebody die in our warehouse, and they acted like nothing happened. We were right back to work, like it wasn't nothing.
Oh, that was probably interviewing their replacement that day.
We had somebody die in our store.
And they acted like
Did
it
y'all
was
close the
nothing
store
right.
down?
Nope.
Yeah, they act like it's
Walmart's
nothing.
fucking crazy.
They act-
It kept going, but you know what? I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. They did some great things for him. We got pins made in his honor. We had a celebration for him. We went to his
Pins.
funeral. But I'm just saying
No.
they could have did nothing.
That is nothing to me.
I get it,
No, like
but that's a
to
company
me, that's
that's
a waste of money. You just wasted money on pins. What does that do? That does nothing. Absolutely nothing. That doesn't feed his kids or his family. That doesn't bring him back. That doesn't pay for his funeral. That doesn't do anything at all. Let's be honest. That's just like a fake, I'm so sorry for your loss, Keep it. You know what I mean? Like, why be
Not
fake
the
like
key
that?
shit.
The keep, yeah, no, I
Right?
respect you. For me personally, I think I was more so in shock because I didn't know what they would have done.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
We had a little sign memorial thingy, and then we could write for the family. That's it. That's all they did. And then after a week after they had her funeral,
It's
it
like
was
it
never
never
talked
happened.
about again.
Yep.
Then another warehouse manager, I think, just like passed out or something. Nobody touched her. Barely called 911, and she died in the warehouse. Not a soul touched her. Didn't try to help her at all and just let her die. Why would I want to work for a company that's going to let me die right there? What if she was choking on something or, you know, you're not going to even help. Just watch her die. That's sad. It's how these people are.
It's a good company though.
A good paying company.
Barely that.
They're a multi-billion company. That's about it.
We should have had her on that episode that we did with Savannah.
Yeah. She gonna be on a lot of episodes coming up. Like I said, I love my job. Walmart's great, and it's not a bad company. They just have some bad ways.
It all depends on the people.
All
I have
depends on
good
the people,
managers.
your warehouse, your store, your area.
Personally, my managers are like really good people.
It's a
You
lot
can
of
talk to
factors.
them, you know, and
It's a
they're
lot of
just-
factors.
You feel like
See,
human, you know.
And I try to be that person. See,
But you have to have that balance as
girl,
a
I
manager.
can't.
I
You gotta
understand that.
have, and it's so
Yeah,
hard
because
to.
they take advantage of you.
They take
and-
advantage of you, or they manipulate, or they. You say something like that, and they will flip it and go tell, and then you shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, I'm just trying to,
Have
and it causes you to be a
It's all
different.
corporate. We know how to
Yeah.
do it. You know?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Then there you go. You're in the hot seat, getting everything picked and prodded about what you said.
The same thing happens
As
to
if
an
they don't
associate,
know.
You know?
Same thing happens to an
Yeah,
associate,
so
but
this person could say something, and then because I said, now I'm the bad guy, now I'm the troublemaker, now
Yep.
I'm the problem.
and they act like they don't know. They try to be so unbiased, like they don't. Why would you say something like that?
Sound like even the jobs got secrets.
What?
Sound
Why?
like they
Even
got
the job got secrets.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
what?
The way like certain things are ran, you know, a store to a warehouse, they have their peoples, they have
Yep.
it set up a certain way
Yep.
for their help. They help each other, they protect each other, and that's how it is.
That's how it is.
If you make good money, you got to protect each other.
Yep.
Simple as that. The other people are replaceable.
Quickly.
On to the next.
Ain't that sad?
It's
And we
fucking
show up.
pathetic.
And we show up every day on time.
Go above and beyond.
Go. Oh, do you hear me?
Help them out. Every time they ask for something, guess what? But I'm gonna get my 5-cent raise
And
in
they're
6
begging
months.
5 cents.
5 cents. Oh my God, I got gas money now.
And you really want me to go work there?
It's any company. This is not even just
But
Walmart.
it's
This is
not
any
just
and
that.
every
It's these
company.
corporate American
Yes.
companies, man, that you look at and it's like, man, what are y'all spending your money on?
It's also why what happened to that CEO happened. To be honest, it's
it-
that whole corporate situation.
Talking about with Luigi.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Now people are calling out all different CEOs, like the ones with the wildfires out in LA. How do people get canceled on their fire coverage as a wildfire's happening?
because them people that own those insurance companies is not trying to pay out no money because they know how much them houses are worth. Just like I'm telling you, it's shady the world we live in. Everybody's so greedy, it's insane. It's the greed.
And they get to sit there and do absolutely nothing and make so much money that they don't even know what to do with it.
Yep.
While they have people out here really hustling to just get by.
How California run out of water? Y'all ain't got no water. Y'all pay more
was all
taxes
set up.
than in
That was
anywhere in the world, and y'all ain't got no water.
It's a setup, yeah.
It's a setup.
Supposedly they're supposed to have the Olympics there in a few years, and people are saying that's the reason why the fires happen, was to help
that it's
clear it out and they
easier
can
to-
rebuild faster, easier.
I thought that was
they
get
can
rid of
have them
evidence
there.
for the Epstein.
Ain't that
folk.
sad?
They've done it so many different places.
Ain't that sad? That's what we came to, like the endangering people
They said
livelihood.
the same thing about the dam that happened in like North Carolina or South Carolina when we had that hurricane, like Milton.
Oh,
when it came
yeah.
through. They said that they did that so they could get that land because that land's supposed to have like a ton of like resources, that
Rare
are
earth minerals and stuff like
that.
that.
Are worth a lot of money. So nobody was going to sell their land to let the company buy it. So what happened? The dam broke. Coincidentally, just, you know,
Oh my God! Right where we needed it to.
Perfect
And
timing.
when we needed it to. Oh my God! Make
And
it seem
where
like an
we
accident.
needed it
and
to.
where? Make it seem like an accident.
Wow, that's
Just
crazy.
enough damage, not too much damage.
Yeah.
Just enough
Perfect.
controlled.
Yep.
Imagine that.
And what they get? $750.
Imagine that.
$750 per person, but you had to apply with no internet.
Oh,
Imagine that.
How you gonna pay that phone bill now?
Like, how is it possible to do the American people like that?
Because we let it happen.
Let it happen. We don't stand up for each other.
And then we have people that are like, I'm gonna fight for it, but once they get to that position, they just fall right into the same cycle as every other higher up person has done. Yeah.
They put that in your face.
It's the money.
And money on your life. Or they
Manipulation.
find something on you and they hold you to it for the rest of your life.
They
So
hit
do
him with
you
they hit
think
him with that
money
money.
Evil, or do you think the love of money is
The love
evil?
of
That's
money.
what he was talking about.
It's the love of money.
The love of money
Even God says it.
Amen.
It's the love of money.
is in there.
Money itself is a resource that they can give us many
It's a
things in
tool.
life and do so much more. You know, we can do so many great things with it. But what we decide to do with it is we give some people too much control and too much of it, and they become greedy. There's no way. I'm sorry, a billionaire? Do you really? As much as I would love to be rich, I don't think I need $1 billion.
Have you ever thought, put into perspective, what $1 billion
It's
is?
1,000 million.
I couldn't even imagine a mil. You know, not unless.
A mil? No, I don't know. A mil.
A million's a lot more grounded. Trust me.
I think a mil is ground. You know.
If you
Shoot
make
for it.
$100,000
But I've
a year,
never
that's 10
seen
years
more
of work.
than
No.
$10,000 in my life. You
No,
know
yeah,
what
I ain't never
mean?
seen.
Like,
I couldn't imagine seeing $1 million in
No.
front of me.
probably shit myself. Like, that.
Like, oh my God, is this legal to see?
Is this fake?
Oh my God. To see is
Oh my,
crazy.
should I be here? Who's watching?
Where's the camera?
Where's the camera?
Oh
on?
my God.
And you got Mr. Beast out here.
I know. Oh my gosh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's giving so much money away. It's
How does that
insane.
even work? Have you really think about it? How does that work?
But think about it. YouTube or us are giving him the money
Yeah, but
off
not,
ads.
not
Ads,
that
yeah.
much.
You
What billionaires?
it's either give it away. It's a motive to what. It's either give it away or pay taxes to it. Why do you think so many companies donate to nonprofits and organizations and charities? Because they could tax write off.
Show it.
I don't know. To me, at one point, I was just like, okay, who's pulling this money out their ass? You know what I mean?
like,
Like,
where's
where
it
is this
coming
money?
from?
Yeah, like, who is like supplying this and funding this? Because every video is a lot of money, and there's no way like just watching a video could pay for like everything.
You'll be surprised.
You'd be surprised. A dude has 600,000 views on a video. That's $3,000.
Really?
And that's just that type of video in that time.
Yeah.
That's not something that's going viral and going crazy that's talked about in the know.
That's just one video.
Think about what they paying, and they paying that man to drive all that traffic to YouTube and get money off all those
But now
ads.
he's
You know
on
how much
Prime
ads
Video,
cost?
too.
Now he on Prime with
Yeah, we were
what is it
watching the
called?
show.
Beast Games.
Yeah. And the
You know how
money
much
they gave out
money
on
he's
just that
making?
show.
You know how much money he's. If I was his friend, I'd be set for life. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, his friend kind of messed up, and now he's not a part of it no more.
Oh yeah.
But is there
you
a
never
reason
know.
why?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bad person. Supposedly he's a bad person too.
I mean, but what do we know? We only know what they allow us to see.
Yeah.
So many people got exposed last year, boy.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if he's the best of person. I don't know of him or know too much about him, but that much control and money. I mean, is
has to
he
change
the
that.
number one most subscribed, or is it the other dude? It's another dude, PewDiePie. Is he number 2?
Oh, he's
PewDiePie's
more of like a
number 2.
gamer boy to me. Like that's different
I
spectrums.
don't
No,
think-
they're
I
up
don't
there
think he
though.
was still up
But
there.
they're up there.
I don't think he's
Both
still
of those
got the-
names are up there. Period.
I'm not saying he ain't up there. I'm saying I don't remember. I don't know if he's still tippy top.
Maybe not. I don't know. I think
Mr. Beast, people subscribe to him just to be able to maybe be on one of his shows.
that probably he, like one time, and I think a lot of some of that stuff he do is just for like stunts and just views. Mr. Beast gave Teslas to the whole neighborhood.
That's the part. How?
Like,
how?
let's be real. Like, we know, Mr. Beast, you calculate this.
homie was buying in bulk.
You getting paid from Tesla. You getting paid from YouTube. It's free advertisement.
Yeah.
People are going to talk about it. You're going to get more money out of that. It's a motive. And you can't sit up here and say, I mean, I guess you got to understand it's a business.
It's a motive and a narrative.
What did you say?
It's a motive and a narrative.
Yeah.
What does that
Because I
mean?
mean, think about it. Like
What does that
Tesla,
mean?
Teslas
I don't even know the
are
word you said.
electric cars. So you pushing a whole bunch of electric cars. You're pushing a narrative. You're pushing the green narrative. You know.
Yeah.
And then you know when it comes to
He coulda
China with the
them
whole
Nissan
social credit
Sentras, but that's
score.
not exciting. He could have gave him Nissan Sentras, but that's not exciting. A Cybertruck.
Yeah.
You gave a whole neighborhood Cybertrucks. Oh my God.
That's why I see a bunch of them.
Mr. Beast dropped them off here.
Boy, she hate them Cybertrucks.
Like
boy.
imagine. I mean,
They're ugly.
I got to see one up close. I think we was I think we was in
scary
Miami.
looking.
Oh, we was in Austin. I got to see one, and I
They
was
have good
like,
features on the inside,
I said,
but,
wow. I wouldn't want to drive it, but if I
scary.
could, maybe
Well,
one
I would
time,
drive it, yeah, I would drive
maybe
it one
one time,
Better
and
put
you
it
know.
one
But
out.
other than that, I'm not owning one. I'm good off that.
So the Tesla Cybertruck is like the strongest, weakest vehicle I've ever seen in my life. And here's what I mean by that.
Supposedly,
When you try to do truck stuff with
it
it,
don't work.
it don't work. But then it's bulletproof.
Wait, what do you mean truck stuff?
Oh, it'll
Like,
pull the
if
back
you
bumper off
like,
of
okay,
it.
I'll put it to you like this. You try to tow something,
fuck?
it will rip the bumper off of the frame. Like
But
it
it's a
will rip
Cybertruck.
the frame,
It's a truck though, right?
but it's a truck.
Cyber truck.
You know what I'm saying?
A little Tykes.
And it's like if Ford did that, it would be national news.
Yeah, but people know Tesla is like
I don't know. I heard-
fantasy, like future. Like
Yeah.
they have a different perception. Ford's been in the business for way too long to make a mistake like that.
I
If-
heard a lot of their cars are not good. They crumple up very easily. They
Tesla?
have issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're having to update it, it'll lock you in your car with no air, no nothing for however long it takes. Just simple
update.
little issues. Locking by themselves. This one girl had to break the window open to get her baby out the car because it just locked on her. And she couldn't figure out what was going on, you know?
Technology.
So this is why I would see if I had a Tesla, I would never park it in the garage. I
That
wouldn't
too.
dare.
They
'Cause
catch on fire.
They
by
catch on
themselves,
fire,
too.
and when they catch on fire, you gotta let it burn out.
You ain't taking my house with you.
Yeah, it will take the
But
house.
even if
with-
it's in your driveway, that flame, that explosion is going to catch your house.
yeah, you,
Unless
We're
you
not
park
you
getting
gotta
it by
park
the
it on the
street, you know?
curb.
But it's
fam.
crazy. Think about it. It's crazy.
Keep it at the
All of this
dealership.
stuff y'all talking is public information, and people
buy
know of it.
And people
it's
still
still
buy
the
it.
number one selling EV in the world.
Well, because a lot of
Leave
people,
it-
it's fake news. Oh, I'll take
I heard
the
it was
risk. You
the
know?
number one vehicle in the world.
Because
you-
Mr. Beast out here giving them away.
But not even just that. The government gives so many incentives to push this narrative. You can get so much money off of it, tax breaks and things of that nature,
Oh.
for owning an electric car.
And they don't cost that much. They're only like $40,000. It's like a regular price of a car. Most people would probably be like, oh, it's probably like $80,000 car, you know?
Depending on what you get and what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, they coming out with a new one where it's going to be sub 25, 30. That's
know
going
what
to
that
fly
means.
off the shelf.
Oh yeah, it's gonna fly.
I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
don't know what
cheap.
that
Like
means.
it's like $25,000 for an
But
electric
they-
car.
but they
That's
need
one of
that
the cheapest
infrastructure.
things to get. That's one of the cheapest electric cars to be built to get you. That's like an entry level electric car to
It
get
is.
you in that
It's
world.
an entry level
Yeah.
car. Period.
That's entry level. That's not too many cars right now after COVID. There's $25,000 brand new worth getting at base.
Yeah. But is it
I don't
worth
want a
it?
base car. It's who knows. Nobody's gonna pay base.
I personally.
You're not gonna pay base. You're gonna get the long range, all the extras on. It's gonna end up being 35.
Now you know
32.
these companies they want to build the more expensive cars so that they can have everybody pay for all those markups,
Mm-hmm.
and then don't even get me started on the dealer markups, because you know they be milking that. Every
What did you say? What did you say?
What you talking about?
Nothing.
What you say?
Hmm?
Are you hiding?
Are you keeping
Am
Are
I
you
keeping
hiding?
secrets?
Are you hiding? Are you keeping secrets?
What's going on?
Aw,
Oh no!
how dare I?
How dare
I
me?
dare you.
I'm allowed to keep one thing from y'all.
Okay.
No, I said, I wonder how long until we start talking about the topic again, and then you're like, "Are you keeping secrets?" And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, we keeping.
Well, you know what's crazy? This is one of the podcast episodes that kind of. You ever seen them podcasts that has like multiple different words in their titles, and they say, "What about this? What about that?" And they listing things. This is exactly what this podcast is going to be. It's not on a specific topic. It's more so a
Everything.
broad thing of just talking about conversation. What they should be.
What's the next topic?
You'll find
Electric
out soon.
cars.
Hold on.
Good
So
way. Go ahead.
I want y'all to like, comment,
Yeah.
share, subscribe. But this next topic just might be a secret.
Oh.
We gotta make sure we remember that.